Hey guys, Ogre Barbarian here again, back for another in-depth look. This time, Dr. Fate, Sorcerer of Nabu. Dr. Fate is a special striker gear set. It gives him lots of intelligence, but unfortunately, not a lot of survivability. As you can see, he gains massive intelligence, but not a lot of speed, crit, or HP. Let's take a look at it real quick. So his basic attack deals special damage to an enemy with a 6% chance to apply heal immunity. This actually increases the duration of the heal immunity to 2 turns at level 5 and gains pretty good damage overall. And the upgrade for this, damage 100% against targets with immunity debuffs. So this actually can hit very hard if you have a team built around those debuffs. It's definitely a worthy upgrade, but I don't think you want to click it terribly early. His second move, Nabu's Protection, applies up to 40% shield. This is huge amount of shields. It also gives up to 3 hit chance ups. So if you're worried about an evasion character or someone who's just slippery in general, he helps combat that by giving you some survivability as well as the ability to hit them. And the upgrade for this is to apply 3 intelligence ups to the team. So it's a team-wide buff. Everybody gets it. And then we have Wrath of Osiris. Special damage to an enemy. Apply heal immunity. Purge 7 buffs from the target is the upgrade. And again, at level 5, this increases the heal immunity duration by 1. So 2 things that can give him 2-turn heal immunity duration. And these are all very important because of the Twist of Fate passive. Doesn't have a terribly high chance. Goes up to 30% chance for a light special damage to an enemy at the start of their turn if they have immunity debuff. Now, this includes heal immunity, obviously, because that's what's built into his kit, but at the same time, it also includes buff immunity. So keep that in mind when you're pairing him with characters. Characters that can apply any sort of immunity debuff are the ones that you're going to want to pair him with if you want this to proc a lot. And that's at the start of their turn if they have the debuff. They're obviously going to lose the debuff by the end of their turn most of the time, but you're going to be able to, get some damage off, hopefully. And the upgrade for this is an additional 50% damage. Finally, we have his team leader ability. Silence and apply 2% turn meter down to an enemy that is healed. And this goes up to 4, 6, 9, 12, 20% turn meter down. So silence and apply 20% turn meter down to an enemy if they are healed. Legendary for this. Gain 1 awareness and apply 1 awareness to a random ally when Lord of Order is triggered. So if you go into a fight and you're going up against like a Bane or Lobo or Zatanna or any of those things, Enchantress, anybody that can heal, whether they can heal themselves or the team, it doesn't matter. Just anybody that can heal. He's going to be able to be a decent leader and give your team some protection, with his awareness. Also, with all the heal immunity that he applies, they're not going to be able to heal like they want to. So Dr. Fate stops the tankiness of some of those characters, or the team supporting nature of some of those characters. So he's worthwhile as a leader. I know I don't see him very often as one, but he's definitely one that is worth considering if you've powered him up. And I think the legendary order for this, you definitely want this purge pretty early. His intelligence ups are really good. I think I probably would go with that second. If you use him as leader, you might get that instead. And then you're going to probably want the increased damage there. And the damage there is cool, but again, it's a really low chance to proc, so I think I would relegate that to last over some of these other ones. Let's go ahead and take a look at some team comps real quick. Alright, so this one is entirely designed around special damage with Clayface just protecting everybody. These characters are viewed as fairly squishy overall, so using Clayface to give them the 10 agility ups and invisibility will help protect them for that long while. Also, we're using Raven as our leader today because her leadership ability is to reduce the crit rate and crit damage of your opponents. So it allows you to get those couple of turns that this team needs to just build up and deal massive special damage. And because the three of them are special damage, the intelligence ups from Dr. Fate and his shielding are going to be really handy. Dr. Poison can also provide some additional heal immunities if you have that legendary upgrade. Alright. This time we're led by Assault Warsuit Lex Luthor, who cares about him gaining buffs from his teammates. He gives them shield, meter, and affinity ups. So we're looking at teammates that grant him buffs, so Dr. Fate grants hit chance up and intelligence up on his shielding, team-wide. So he'll get even more shielding. So I think he'll end up with like 48% shields out of this. So 50% shield seems pretty good. Then we also have Penguin, who has a team shield. If you have the upgrade for it, it also applies a bunch of affinity resistance ups, meaning that the affinity they're strong against is going to do far less damage. And then we have Steppenwolf, who is going to give everybody turn meter, hit chance, and crit chance. Now, Dr. Fate, Penguin, and Lex Luthor aren't the greatest at critting, so having those crit chance ups is very handy. And again, the additional hit chance ups, you're gonna hit your target. These guys will not miss. I don't care how much evasion they have. There's so many hit chance ups and additional hit percentages on these guys. They're gonna connect. It's gonna happen. So, not only that, but Steppenwolf also has evasion down in his kit. Lex Luthor, if you have the appropriate legendary, has 100% hit chance and removes a bunch of buffs from the target as well. So, and then Penguin can also steal buffs. Like, this team is just all around tanky as heck, really hard to take down, and they're gonna wear you down and get there eventually. They don't. All right, next one we have the Justice League special. We have Wonder Woman, Princess of Themyscira, Superman, Man of Steel, Batman, the world's greatest detective, and Dr. Fate, Sorcerer Nabu. So the idea with this team is that Wonder Woman, Princess of Themyscira, Superman, and Dr. Fate all apply various immunities. Right? Princess of Themyscira can purge buffs, World's Greatest Detective Batman can purge buffs. What brings it all together is World's Greatest Detective Batman, because a lot of these moves that you're trying to use are on long cooldowns. So as long as Batman has his legendary upgrade on his detective work to reduce their cooldowns, these guys are going to be firing off those immunities constantly, which in turn is going to proc Dr. Fate to use his special attack constantly. So, in theory, this team is just going to run through, and then you have a taunt with Superman to protect everybody. If he ends up with debuffs, that's fine. World's Greatest Detective Batman has a purge, so does Wonder Woman, Princess of Themyscira. These guys are not going down quickly, and they're going to take the opponent down with a bunch of immunities. They're not going to buff up, they're not going to heal, they're not going to revive, and they're just going to get there. And the last one, using a few of the lesser popular characters, but Jessica Cruz's leadership, Harley Quinn, there for the taunt and the intelligence downs. Firestorm, there because he really likes buffs and intelligence is his thing. So Dr. Fate's going to grant the shields up to the team, grant the intelligence ups and the hit chance ups. Harley is going to protect the team, use her AoE, put int down on everybody on the opponent's team, which all three of these other characters deal special damage. Both Firestorm and Jessica Cruz have AoE special damage. On top of this, if your opponent decides to use an AoE on you to try and get at your squishier characters, whoops, then you're going to end up having her leadership prop, which will give you guys more shields. So your team is not going to run out of shielding, it's not going to run out of just pure destructive force of this special damage, because special damage hits really hard to characters that don't have a lot of intelligence. Most of the characters that are popular in the meta right now are physical characters, so they don't have that capability. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. As always, enjoy and grind on.